Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick
Ready to
off.
get this game started. Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And off we go from Denver. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And he takes it ahead for a 4-yard pickup there to begin our game.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Here's Chubb on 2nd down. Finds a little room there, gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. Buys time, rolling right. He's looking underneath here for Chubb. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Herbert from the gun. It's caught. This is Lad McConkey. And he's taken down at the 30.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a 1st down from the 30. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions you never turn them down, but to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Headed out right. He's going to keep it this time. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the 1st down.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Herbert with a blitz coming. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And 4th and 4 coming up. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. This 42 yards from the right half. Looking good, but just a little too far left. He missed it. And we continue to await our opening score of this ballgame.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
1st and 10 from the 32. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Nix. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Ready? 180.
Shotgun handoff to Harvey. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chargers nothing.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. And off to Chubb to start the drive. He stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Tight end going in motion here. To the air this time. Herbert. Over the screen to Hampton. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield on their own side.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Chased out to his right. That throw finds Pickens. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, You're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days. When you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. 7-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. We're facing fourth down. They're leaving the offense out there. They snap it to Herbert. He's got it. That's going to be a first and more. And the Broncos corral it. So they do take over after the fumble block, but they're doing so in a dangerous spot right near their own end zone. Oh, this is tough. Don't let it be lost here that their call on fourth actually worked. They got the first down, and then they fumbled.
Kate, that's like saying the dinner looked so good before the waiter dropped the plate. The results were there as designed, but one mistake took it all away.
Oh, man. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That run right there, that kind of feels like your missed opportunity defensively. Got him backed up, and you played it well enough to contain the run, but you didn't play it well enough to damage the run.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Staying on the ground here with Harvey. They're going the wrong direction. He's going to be sent backwards to their own 3.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 4th and long. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. His work begins at the 31. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. They begin the drive with Chubb. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
At the 45-yard line.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Chubb again on 2nd down. He has this down to the 34. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Again, it's Chubb. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Set.
The play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
That play clock was getting pretty low. Jim Harbaugh calls time. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. That brings up 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Set.
Out of the gun, here's Hampton. The 2nd down run produces 7 before they bring him down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs turning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Seventh play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Left side gets it out quick, and it's caught. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Set. Go.
Chubb hits the end zone for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Chargers tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. On 1st down, it's Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Nix quick out wide, complete. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from Mile High in just a moment. Third and just 2 to go. Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. So 20 yards on that play. And it's going to be first down Denver.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Nix with it on first. He's got it over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They'll throw again. Nix. He finds Ingram working downfield here. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
They'll run here. It's Harvey. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line. It goes out at the 1. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up second and goal.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the first and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. Going power with the big tight end. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Broncos get some late points and the lead. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Boy, was it close, but the point after does go through. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7.
Chargers 7.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. First down from the 42.
Let's go, let's go.
Shotgun give to Hampton. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
First down. A gain of 47 yards. And the Chargers first down.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has it well into the red zone now with first and 10. From the red zone on first. That play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Careful.
They give inside to Chubb. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. Third down coming up. Working quickly here.
A 2-yard pickup brings up
On third down, they'll go with Chubb. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's fourth down. One last play before the break.
Hey, Kappa. Set.
One final shot before the half. And he's going to have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers cut it to just a point before halftime. It's a Christian Kirk touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
And his kick is good, and what a first half that was as we officially go into locker rooms now, all tied up. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10.
Captain.
Nix looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Joe finds his back, Harvey. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's good for Broncos. First down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Completed to his running back. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Throwing again. Here's Nix. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. It almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. A nice gain and a first down there, Brock, on a throw that most quarterbacks would have shied away from.
You know, tight ends, these guys, about the only position that can make that look routine, fending off a couple defenders, and it's really why, Kate, they're such valuable commodities.
Here's Harvey running from his own read. And he works his way for a gain of 4. Injury on offense after that last snap, Brock, and it is their running back, R.J. Harvey, who appears to be in some discomfort. Medical staff coming out to take a look. First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Throwing here, Nix. And then don't get any help on this second down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Nix from the gun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. Looking to throw. He's got Sutton complete. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos take the lead right away in half number 2. Cortland Sutton the touchdown. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7.
Chargers 14.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Darius Davis to return it. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Now give right side to Joe. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Captain.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Pass is caught at the 9. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos parlay the interception into points. Cortland Sutton the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. On return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Forced out to his right. Snags it near the edge. And he's going to go out of bounds on a rough first down effort there. They're going to lose at least a few.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, here we go. Second down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Complete to number 15, Vlad Mahomes. It's a gain of 11, and it's third down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Herbert throwing again. That one's good to McConkey. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
A gain of 15.
First down from the 41.
First down, Chargers.
Now an inside give to Hampton. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Herbert from the gun. He completes it in traffic. Well, this certainly makes the 3rd down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10 right up near that marker now.
3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. And you just get the play off. Complete beyond the marker. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. 3 quarters in the books from this one. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Set.
Here's Chubb up the middle. And good forward, about 5 yards, looks like. It's 2nd down now.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
It's a gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Running it with Hampton. This gets the 1st and more. And it gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers now within 1 score in the 4th. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big game, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him that to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter, they all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10.
Hold on a sec.
They'll start this one on the ground with Estime. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Estime. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
1st and 10 from the 43.
Hold on a sec. Ready. 180. Wait, hard.
Nix. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Hold on a sec. Ready.
Here's Nix to throw. Finds him over the middle. He's still going at the 30. Keeps it moving. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos go up by 2 scores. 13 points in the 4th. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. He connects on the extra point try. And the Broncos double their lead to 14.
35. Chargers 21. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. On return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert now off the play fake. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Well, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
And this is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Los Angeles.
To throw, Herbert. Going with a screen to Hampton. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Herbert to throw once more. On the move, headed right. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Now Herbert again. Catch is made by the rookie from WVU. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down. Herbert once more. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Working now from the gun. McConkey's got it again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
The 2-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Set. 21.
Chubb running out of the gun. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Chargers now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Chargers 28.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Oh, my son!
Now a handoff for Estiman. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Four yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Oh, my son!
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. This is Sutton working the right side. Here he goes again. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the Broncos double their lead to 14.
Broncos 42. Chargers 28.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff.
Set to kick off.
Return starts from the goal line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Trying to push deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to the air, Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Throwing now. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is 4th down. Desperation time here. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Only 1 timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's 1st and 10.
Go.
Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Buys time, rolling right. He's running with it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Herbert back to throw. And that was probably their last gas. It's intercepted. Dre Greenlaw picks it off. And the Broncos get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Hold on a second. Ready? Captain.
He's going to pass it here. Chased out to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Estime. And they're going to score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos make it a 3-score game in the 4th. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
And that one's gone. To add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4.
Eddie Pinheiro set to
Now
kick
Pinheiro
off.
on to handle the kickoff. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for one, maybe two final plays here. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
A loss of 9 yards. It's 2nd.
So it's a win for the Broncos. And they draw first blood again.